Hello, welcome to Lit Bricks. My name is Mike, and today we are finally lighting up the Natural History Museum. I know I've talked about it for a while now. I've had the kit for a lot of months. It's been sitting back in the storage room with all the other kits I gotta do. And I've been looking forward to it for a while. I love lighting modulars. They're fun. And they're not as difficult as some of the other more intricate builds with smaller spaces. Usually these have pretty good spaces in them so you can get your hands into things, and it makes it a lot easier, that's for sure. So less tedious. I think it's a cool kit. Light my bricks, of course. I have no idea what it's going to look like because I tend not to look at these things before I buy them because I want to be surprised. I know it's going to be good though, so I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, let's tear this apart. I'll show you around, and we'll get to lighting. Alright, let's see what we got in the box here. We got some 30 centimeter white lights, some white strip lights, some 30 centimeter yellow lights, connecting cables, which I'll open up, cool white, which there is a difference between cool and warm, actually a pretty big difference. My favorite, wireless power connectors, because those will go in between floors so you can take the floors apart without having wires. Mixed components, Lego pieces, power cable, more components, more components, more components, and our awesome street lamp. Got a little bit. Get out the components. I usually leave the lights, and I'll open up the connecting cables just because it's easier that way, honestly. Alright, so let's take a look in here real quick. This is the inside of the Natural History Museum. It's pretty cool. Gotta love the dinosaur. It's inside of it. If you're wondering why I'm building on this awesome folding table, it's because we usually do like other people's mocks. Well, not usually, but a lot of times. So I needed the space, honestly. And this way I can leave my lights out, whatever I'm building on, and I can put them away. So honestly, the folding table was the best idea. We were thinking about just getting another permanent table, but it seemed kind of pointless, so didn't do it. You know, sorry for all the lights. It seems necessary for some reason. But yeah, this thing's pretty cool inside. I almost wonder if I shouldn't buy another one of these and make a giant one, but I've seen some mocks for those. They look pretty good. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, here's everything that you have to take off to get to the lamppost. It's not too bad. About 15, 20 pieces. And then the lamppost, weirdly enough, for the first time I can tell, isn't sitting on the actual plate, which is kind of surprising. So we'll see what the instructions say, and I'll show you what it looks like. Lamppost is in. Can't really see any of the wire, which is awesome. Trying something new here, guys. Work with me. We might go back to the old way of me just holding on to things and whatever, but we'll see. Alright, that's the wire from the lamppost. I don't usually go into this much detail about a lamppost, but everyone's the same, so I might as well do it for one of these videos. But you can see that it looks pretty good. I mean, you can't really tell that the wire's under the tile at all, so this is going to be the actual first thing that gets lit up. So, and it always is on modulars. Lamppost is usually first. So it'll be interesting to see what the next thing is here. Alright, so we got a little spotlight that's going to go on this statue here. And it's cool white, which is going to make the statue look cool, but this, putting this underneath this bottom brick in here, yeah, that was a kind of a nightmare. It was actually a huge nightmare. But I finally got it, so be warned. You're going to have to do that. And you're probably going to have to do it over here too. Crap. Alright, so we lit up the front lights here, which were actually yellow lights, which is kind of cool. Lots of pinch points coming through here. Hopefully they still work. This got pinched too, so I mean, but you have to. As long as you do it slow and you're careful, it usually works out just fine. But it looks like everything's going to go underneath the dinosaur, which is kind of neat. But I was surprised with the yellow, the choice of yellow for the front lights. I like it. I think it's going to look pretty good. So I just got to do the other one. And see what else we got to light up in here. Alright, so there's also a light in here now, but so they went the distance and everything's underneath these tiles, which I cannot tell you are very hard to peel up and put back down with wires underneath them. But it looks great, so I gotta say, while it being super tedious, I think it looks awesome. And now I have to do the same thing over here probably. And I'm kind of not looking forward to it. I was joking earlier when I was looking at the blueprint for this set. It looked kind of simple, but actually doing it, it's not. But it looks great, so I can't complain about that. Alright, everything's buttoned up now. It's pretty amazing actually. This 50 centimeter coming out the back is going to power probably the other side. So you don't have to run anything through here, which is awesome. And then I had to put a 30 centimeter on to power it to the rest of the lights over here. I don't put a USB on everything because I usually don't run USB unless it's like a pack of like 3 or 4, like a power block of them, which this isn't going to be part of one of that. So this is going to be connected to a board that's connected to 40 other modulars. But this looks great, I gotta say. This dinosaur is just going to sit right on top. He's got a hole in the bottom of him, so this is just going to cover everything up. Yeah, looks great. Alright, let's see if everything works. Hopefully. Alright, that's on, that's on, that's on. Awesome. Cool. Everything works. Happy about that. Alright, the 50 centimeter did go underneath and into this side, which, by the way, peeling up tiles from end to end is not fun. This has been way more tedious than I thought it was going to be, but I gotta say, everything is so well hidden, like, really. So, great job, Latin Bricks. So we're on this side now. This guy's next. Gotta spotlight him. And then we'll see where we're gonna hide this stuff at. Alright, this side's all done now. These spotlights are for the banners that are above them. He's got a spotlight down here. This is all put back, you can't even tell. Everything is underneath this bench down here. And the instructions had a 15 centimeter cable connected to this thing back here, but it reached to the board. And the board was actually held up by a cable that wasn't that one. So I'm not sure why they did that, but it reaches, so I guess I have a 1-to-1 and a free 15 centimeter cable now. So, yay! Wireless power connector, my favorite thing in the world, and I think this bottom floor is done. So let's make sure these lights work. They do. Awesome. Great news. Alright, so I think the next floor is up next. Alright, check this out. So these are the ceiling lights for the main floor that are on the bottom of the second floor. And everything is held in through nubs, which is awesome, I gotta say. There's the wireless power connector. See, the wires are just ran through the nubs so they can stay tight to the ceiling without using anything stupid. This is a great idea, and it works perfectly. So here's the board, which I'm sure will be somewhere up here, but I think this looks pretty good, and I can't wait to see what it looks like lit up. But I think this part's done at least. Alright, here's the last lights. Just some more lights for the ceiling for the second floor, tied together with the dots again. Looks great. Wireless power connector. There's one more large bit light inside here on the lamp that's upstairs. But this is done, so I'm going to put the floors on and we'll clean this up and see what she looks like. Alright, there she is. Looks pretty awesome, I gotta say. I love these guys all lit up. That looks awesome. The banners are lit up, that's awesome. The inside you can really see all the cool stuff inside. Dinosaur. The back here is awesome. His little lamp is lit up inside his little office. I'm guessing it's the curator's office. You know, I forgot there was actually windows on the back side of this. But I gotta say, this does look pretty good. Now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it, because that's the next step. I'm not sure where it's going yet. Alright. Looks pretty good in this spot that I chose. We moved the giant courthouse to across the street from the Avengers Tower now, so it's more of a city-like place to be, I suppose. And the museum is next to the sanctum, which is next to the hospital. But there's a little gap here for something. But yeah, looks pretty good. I like it. It does look good next to the sanctum too. Should actually probably connect them. I don't connect a lot of these things just because sometimes it's a pain to do it, so most of them are just sitting next to each other, which is fine. It's not like anybody can really tell, honestly. So yeah, cool. Let's wrap this up. Well, that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed watching me light this thing. Great set. It's a great light kit too. It looks awesome, I gotta say, but make sure you have some tweezers. You're gonna need them. If you don't have tweezers, you're going to be in trouble, for sure. Brick separator only gets you so far with this one. You're going to need some tiny things to get in some places, to take some parts out, and put some parts back, I don't know. Especially if you got actual hands, and not tiny little hands. So, with that being said, give this a like, that'd be great. Subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And until next time, folks, have a great day.